That song has no right to be that fucking good. It has no fucking right to be that good. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm hoping the stream is working for you guys. Hoping, praying. I don't know. I don't know how to read Twitch shit. It's saying my bitrate is, what is it saying my bitrate is? 6,000? Is that bad? Is that bad? Is 6,000? I don't know what a bitrate is. I never learned. It's saying it's 6,000. I don't know if that's bad. Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's good. It's saying I'm not dropping frames. So, I don't know. It's also saying I'm using like 1% of my CPU. So I think I should be okay. Like, I don't think my fucking computer is dying. But hello, welcome S, welcome Multi, welcome Nash. Hopefully you're here. Hello Jim. Hello everybody. Welcome. How are you guys doing? I am hanging in there. I've been busy. I've been so fucking busy. I've been touching grass. I've been working. I've been talking to doctors. I've been busy. But I'm doing, I think it's a good busy. You know what I mean? Just today, I went and bought blinds because the cats destroyed the other ones. And I'm gonna be moving soon, so I'm just gonna fix them before my landlord, like, charges me $1,000 or some shit, right? So, today I bought blinds. If I refresh every 2 seconds, I think that's a you issue. Is your internet okay? Is your internet fine? I don't know. I think I'm okay. Is everybody doing okay? Can you see me? Am I alive? I lied, I guess. No. Ow. Thanks for the yeet. Hey, go. Hello. We see. Okay, Pog. Okay, cool. So it's not a me issue. But yeah, since we last streamed, a lot has happened. So, as I think I told you, I'm moving this month, so my last day at work was a couple days ago. Technically, it's today, but I worked like a couple days ago, and that was my last day at this job, which is kind of sad, to be honest, because I like that job, but I'm moving a little far, so I wouldn't be able to make the commute every day to work. So I had to quit, and so I quit, and I was like, damn. But I had a good last day at work. My coworkers said goodbye. We ate sushi at work. We had a good day. And then after that, because today is technically like my last day on the schedule, I was like, I have work insurance, like, for vision and dental. I should use that. I've had it for a little bit, but I just have not had the time or energy to use it, so I'm like, I need to use that just in case it goes away today. I didn't know if it went away today or at the end of the month. My HR never picked up the phone, so I'm like, I gotta figure that shit out. So I went to the eye doctor the other day. As I think I've told you guys, I wear glasses. I don't like wearing glasses, but I wear glasses, and I always have, but I got tested like once in middle school, and just fucking, that was it, right? The one time I bought new glasses was when I was like a freshman in high school, and I just went to Walmart, I gave them my old glasses because they broke, and I was like, what are the prescriptions on these? And they read it, and I ordered some online, right? But I was like, I should just go. I've been wanting contacts for fucking ever. I'll just get contacts, I'll get tested, I'll get fitted, I'll do it. I need a test, I need to see. And I got tested, and I found out my prescription is the exact same. I think this doctor just said that my astigmatism was a little bit different than what was on my base prescription. I learned that I have negative 2.50 in both eyes, with like a slight astigmatism in both of them. Or I think the astigmatism might just be in one. I don't know if it's in one or in both. But I have a slight astigmatism, but luckily it's slight enough that I could just wear normal fucking contacts, and I don't have to get anything special. So yippee! Yay to that! So I did that, and I learned, dear fuck, like, glasses are expensive. Like, why is being able to see so expensive? So I had to, even with my insurance, it was like, what was it, like, $70-something for the test? And I was like, what the fuck? And then and then I got the contacts. I got like the year worth of just monthly contacts because it's the cheapest. And that was like over $100. But I did that on purpose too, because they had a deal where if you bought a year's worth of contacts, then you got 50% off your whole glasses order. And then, why is my bestie calling me? Hold on. My bestie is calling me. Hold on. Why is my bestie calling me? Hold on. This might be important. My bestie doesn't call me usually. Hold on. I'm so glad I picked up besties. Hold on. I'm coming back. My bestie just called me. Oh my god, hold on. Back to the just chatting screen. My bestie called me. And they're like, what the fuck you doing right now? I'm like, I'm streaming, what's up? And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, what's up? What's going on? And they're like, there's cosplay karaoke at the bar, you wanna go with me? And I'm like, so, this might be a short stream. I'll stream for like 2 hours and then I'll go to cosplay karaoke. Sorry, guys. It looks like I'm touching grass a little more than I've been able to. Yeah, sorry. I love you guys, but to be fair, I haven't been able to see my bestie in like 2 months. So, I'm sorry. I love you guys. I'll stream tomorrow. I promise. But this will be an update stream. I'll update you guys on what the fuck's going on in my life, okay? But my bestie, they're like, hey, let's go as Diabolic Lovers. So we're gonna go as Diabolic Lovers. We're gonna go as fucking, Shu and Ayato to the bar. Let's fucking go. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay. Never mind. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Well, I guess that's also another update is I have a social life now, which is, crazy. Never thought that would happen. But I have a social life now, so that's fun. I'm hoping my cosplay still fucking fits me. It's been years since I wore it. If it goes wrong, then I'll just fucking stream again. That's what we'll do. But anyway, back to my story about glasses. Dear God, glasses are expensive. I bought a year's worth of contacts. They're the monthly contacts, so they're the cheapest. But they're still over $100. But if I spent $100, if I bought the year's worth of contacts, not only do I get a rebate, I learned what a rebate was. That's how adulting I am doing. That's how much fucking adulting I'm doing, is I learned what a rebate was. And then, what was I gonna say? I got half off my whole glasses order if I bought the year's worth of contacts. So I got the year's worth of contacts. I'm gonna get like a $60 back on it when they come in, so in like a week, right? And then I went and I looked at glasses and I was gonna buy some online, but I saw a really nice pair and they were expensive, but I was like, fuck, you know, I haven't bought a new pair of glasses, a nice pair of glasses ever in my life. I'm gonna buy a nice pair of glasses because I love them and they look great. They look so good that literally there was two girl helpers there, and they were like younger than me too. And they were like, oh my god, you look so good. Oh my god, these are perfect. They look so good. They match your hair, they match your eyes, they match your piercings. It's perfect. These are perfect. And I know that they could have just been trying to sell me shit. I know that that's a fucking possibility, but I don't think so. They were literally one of the other girls that was helping someone else finished helping up like really quick and ran over to me and was like, oh my god, let me see. Oh my god, you look so good. Oh my god. So yeah, I got a little hyped up, and it helped me make the purchase. But they were the frames were like $127, which kind of sucked. But again, I had the half off, and I'm like, you know what? I got the half off deal. I got my insurance. I'm gonna buy a really nice high quality pair, and I love them. And I'd rather buy something that I love and I know it would look good on me than buy something online that just kind of sucks, right? So I bought them, and then I learned that the fucking, oh my god, it's not the frames that cost a lot of money, it's the goddamn lenses. The lenses are so much fucking money. Even with the half off, I had insurance, I had everything. It was like $300, and I was like, oh dear lord. It was so fucking much. Why was it so much? So, but honestly, after looking it up, that's like a normal price for prescription lenses. So I'm like, damn. To be fair, it was half off, so I saved like $300. So, oh my god, hi bestie! Hi bestie, that's the bestie that we're gonna go karaoke with. I think astigmatism adds to the price. Well, the new glasses I got don't have, because my astigmatism is small. So the only thing, I got a warranty on it, which was worth it. It was like $30. I got the scratch resistant, like the scratch resistant thing, which was also like just kind of a necessity. It's okay, Kaki, I love you, bestie, I love you, I can't wait to see you, we're gonna slay, I hope Ayato still fits me. But and then I paid for I did pay for the astigmatism like lights thing, where it's like you're driving and the lights like blare in your fucking eyes and you're blinded while driving at night. I bought that because there's been many times where I'm like, I'm going to die as I'm like on the freeway and I can't see. So I bought that too. So it was expensive, but it was worth it. They're gonna come in like a week. I have that and I have contacts, and I'm like, damn. So that's Pog. And then what else did I do? Oh, I went to the dentist yesterday for the first time in like 5 or 6 years. It's been so goddamn long since I've been to the goddamn dentist. I went to the dentist in high school, and they were like, oh shit, you got like 4 impacted wisdom teeth. You need those out like immediately. And I went home, and I'm like, here's the bill from the dentist. They said I should get these out immediately, and my family was like, no, fuck you. And I was like, okay, fine. So I didn't. And then, like, when I was like 19, I was like, I need to get these out. I never got them out. It's been like 3 years. And I might have actually been 20. I was 19 or 20. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I talked to some friends, and they're like, you should go to a clinical trial. And I'm like, a what? And they're like, a clinical trial. They'll pay you to take out your wisdom teeth. I'm like, okay, fine. And I go on this like website, and I apply to it, and they have me go to this building downtown. It's a sketchy ass, big ass building. I walk in, and it looks like a doctor's office. And I do like this whole fucking packet application that it's like this whole thing, and they take me to the back, and they're like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. Essentially, this is a clinical trial to test pain medication that's not on like record, like not being sold yet. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take out your wisdom teeth. You're gonna be awake while we take out your wisdom teeth. So it's not like they don't like knock you out. They just do like the general anesthetic. You're gonna be awake. We're gonna take them out. And then you're gonna stay here for 24 hours in this scary ass building. You're not allowed to have anybody else here. And we're gonna take your blood every 15 minutes, and we're gonna monitor like how this medication works, right? So you're either gonna get a placebo pain medication, a regular pain medication, or this one random fucking thing that we're testing, and you won't know what it is. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then they were looking over my, and they're like, oh, are you pregnant? And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. And it's like, well, it says you've had sexual intercourse in the last week, so we can't have you do it because you might be pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. And they're like, oh, well, we don't know. And I'm like, oh my god, fine. So I left, and I never returned. They did do the x-ray there, and they're like, yeah, you got 4 impacted wisdom teeth. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, okay. And then I went to the doctor today, or the dentist. So this, again, is like the first time I've been to if I was 19 then, I'm 24 now, 20, 21, 22, 23, yeah, 5 years. And then I went to that was when I got the x-ray. And then I went to the dentist probably when I was like 18, 17. And so that was like 6, 7, whatever. So I make the fucking appointment to the dentist, and I'm anxious as fuck. I think that they're gonna yell at me. I think that I'm gonna have like a million cavities, and that they're gonna want to rip out all my teeth. And I'm like sitting in the chair. I was like so fucking nervous. I felt so ashamed. And the dental assistant brought me back. It's like, well, we don't have an x-ray machine, but we have this thing that we like put in your mouth. It's kind of like a mini x-ray thing. So we're just gonna like move that around and see. And she did the x-rays, and she's like, oh, all your wisdom teeth came in. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, your top ones came in just fine, and your bottom ones, they're a little like stuck on your teeth to the sides, but they came out, like they're out. And I'm like, really? I was told that they were all like sideways and it's like, no, they all came out. There's like a little bit of gum over like the bottom ones, but they're out. I'm like, well, fuck. What about cavities? And it's like, well, we can't see that yet. We'll wait for the doctor to come in. The doctor comes in. He's a really nice guy. And he like does the test, like the little air thing, the blow thing. He's like, no, you're good. You don't got any fucking cavities. You're great. I'm like, what? He's like, you got like the start of one on one of your back molars where a crown is already. Like just the start of one. But it's like super small, and if you watch it, it'll probably go away on its own. And I'm like, well, fuck, you know? And then the cleaner comes in, the person who cleans your teeth, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm sorry, there's probably like a lot of tartar. Like I have a permanent retainer on my bottom teeth. Like there's probably a lot of tartar, like I'm so sorry. And she's like, yeah, there's a little bit, and there's a little bit where your other salivatory ducts are, but other than that, like it's a completely, it's less than most people. I'm like, what? And I was like, I don't floss either, so I'm sorry, I don't floss. And she's like, yeah, not a lot of people floss, let me check. And she's like, yeah, your gums are a little swollen, but you're good. You're fine. And I'm like, what do you... Yeah, so I came back with, like, flying colors, even though I, like, brush my teeth once a day. Used to down, like, 3 Dr. Peppers and, like, Monster Energy drinks and all that shit. And no cavities, no tartar, no nothing. And I was like, how yellow are my teeth? And she's like, only a little bit. Like, you only got, like, a very minimum amount of yellowing. And again, I drink soda. Or I did drink soda. I've quit soda. I still drink sugary things. I sometimes drink an energy drink still. I drink coffee. I drink tea. And she's like, yeah, that's good. But, we have these whitening kits, and they work really good. And, you're, like, a perfect candidate for teeth whitening. These at-home whitening kits. It's like $60 and it'll be like, you'll only probably need 2 or 3 treatments and you'll have perfectly white teeth. And I'm like, fuck, yeah, sure! So I bought this whitening strip thing. And let me tell you, chat, they work so fucking good. I did one. It's like a set of 10 of them. You have like 10 of them you're supposed to use. And you do like one a day. I did one and my teeth are already like almost perfect. I'm like, fuck! This shit works good! So that happened. And I'm like, damn! Fuck, yeah, so I feel like good about that. And so I'm gonna like kinda focus on my teeth a little more and focus on like trying to floss every day. I know, I was like, damn. So my eyes, I'm still like legally blind, but my eyes are healthy, my teeth are healthy. And I was like, shit, okay, cool. And then, as I told you guys in the Discord and on Twitter, but for the people who haven't seen, I got a tongue piercing. I finally fucking did it. I finally was able to get a tongue piercing. I got a tongue piercing like, like 2 weeks ago-ish? 2.5 weeks ago? And that shit, oh dear God. Okay, so, if you guys, the people who have been here for a long time, remember that back when I did my first subathon, I promised I'd get a tongue piercing. And then I went to a different shop, like, a while ago, like, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And they told me I did not have the anatomy for it because I had a tongue tie, because I thought it was called a flagellum. It's not a flagellum, it's a frenulum. It's the tendon on the bottom of your tongue. And they're like, you have a tongue tie, we can't do it. I was like, oh, fuck me, you know? And it's like, well, if you want, here's our body mod guy. Here's his number. He can cut it out for you. I'm sitting there like, he can cut it out for me? What do you fucking mean he can cut it out for me? And it's like, oh, just give him a call and he'll tell you about it. And next day I call him, I'm like, hey, I was told you can cut out my frenulum for a tongue piercing. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. Like, and I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, it's $100. And I'm like, okay, $100 isn't that bad. Like, what is the procedure? And he's like, we just clamp it down and we cut it. Just fucking, you one cut, that's it. I'm like, okay. If it's $100 for the procedure, then how much is, like, the numbing, like the lidocaine shot? Because I assume there's gonna be numbing. He's like, there's no numbing. I'm like, what? He's like, there's no numbing, we just cut it and it doesn't hurt that bad. And I'm like, no. And I hung up. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was so fucking, it scared the shit out of me. And I told you guys, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I think I told you guys when that happened, I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm doing that. I'm sorry. But about a year ago, when I moved again, I went to like this farmer's market thing, and there's a local tattoo and piercing place that's very, very like acclaimed. It's a very good place. And they had a booth at this farmer's market, and I went looking at jewelry, and I bought some jewelry, and I was talking to one of the people that like pierce there. And I was telling her about the story, and she's like, let me see your tongue. I showed her, and she's like, you have a small tongue, but you don't have a bad tongue tie. It's not that you have a really bad tongue tie, you just have a small tongue and a small mouth, but you have the anatomy to do it. We can do it. The only thing is that it'd be a little bit crooked on the bottom, so they would make it crooked on the bottom, but come out at the top in the middle, right? I was like, oh, holy shit. Okay. And I thought about it, I was just kind of scared. I knew that I wanted to do it, but like for a year, I was fucking scared, right? I was terrified. It's scary. It's a scary thing. A piercing is scary. I have my nose pierced. I have my septum pierced. That shit didn't hurt. That shit didn't hurt at all. But the tongue, and I was told like, oh, the tongue doesn't hurt. The tongue doesn't hurt. The tongue doesn't hurt. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll think about it. Well, about 2.5 weeks ago, one of my friends, actually, I've told you guys about this person. Remember the rocket scientist lady that we went on a date? We're friends now. She moved close to me, so we're friends. And she contacted me, she's like, you want to hang out on this street? It's like this downtown street, and that's where the piercing place is. I told her, I'm like, actually, I've been wanting to get my tongue pierced for a long time. Will you be my moral support? Because the place where we wanted to eat was right next to the piercing place. And she's like, oh, fuck yeah! Peer pressure, let's do it! Fuck yeah, let's go. And I was like, ugh! Okay. And it was like so fucking last minute, because she texted me like the night before, and she's like, you want to hang out? I'm like, I'm gonna get a tongue piercing! I'm gonna get a tongue piercing, let's do it! So it was totally fucking last minute. And I woke up that morning, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I'm doing this. And we ate, we had a great time eating, and then we went to the tongue piercing place, and there was someone there to do it, and I got my quote of how much it was. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $70, which is a good fucking deal. And the piercer was super nice. She walked me through it. She's like, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we could totally do it. It's just, you know, same thing. Small tongue, small mouth. But she's like, we could totally do it. She walked me through it. I laid back in the chair. My rocket scientist friend, she held my hand. And the piercer put the needle through my tongue, and oh my fucking god, chat, that shit hurt! Oh my god, it took everything, because it's on my tongue, so I can't scream. I can't say it. Okay, I didn't really want to scream anyway, because I was so scared of moving, because not only, again, I have a small tongue, so there's the tongs, and they're fucking pulling my tongue, and it hurts like a bitch. So even pulling my tongue out that far was hurting, and then stabbing my tongue hurt like a bitch, and I was like, ugh! And she put in the jewelry. I was like, ugh, ugh. I was like sitting on like the bench, like holding my mouth, like trying to like, I couldn't speak. It was like the scary feeling of forgetting how to speak. Because the bar they put in when you first get it done is huge. The bar was as big as my entire mouth. It was like touching the roof of my mouth and the bottom of my mouth when I closed my mouth. And I was like I couldn't fucking speak. And they're like, are you okay? And all I could do was like nod as I'm like holding my mouth and like I'm bleeding. So I'm like, there's like blood all over my tongue. But I was okay. I took it like a champ, and I was like, okay, wow, okay, cool. Okay, and I'm like kind of learning how to talk. I have a big lisp, which my friend got a kick out of. And we went on with our day. We were like, went to like a card shop after it. And my tongue was like swollen. I couldn't speak very well, but after like an hour, it stopped like hurting super bad and it was sore. I was like, oh wow, okay, this isn't too bad. And if you guys remember that night, Ollie was streaming Fortnite, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's play Fortnite on stream. And I streamed with him, and we played Fortnite live, and I had that big list, but it was fine, I could talk. And then I swear to god, as soon as I ended that stream, like 30 minutes after, I felt like I was going to die. I got so fucking sick. And the day that I got it done, I had like the sniffles. I had the sniffles and I thought it was allergies. That shit was not allergies. I had a fucking cold that decided to hit me 30 minutes after I got off stream. That shit, oh my fucking god. I remember being on Discord with my friends and being like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I feel like I'm going to die. It's hard to drink water. I can't eat because of tongue piercing. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. And they're like, well, just drink as much water as you can. And luckily, I kind of got the hang of drinking water by that point. And I was laying in bed, and the worst fucking thing ever happened. The worst fucking thing. As I'm laying down trying to sleep, I feel the ball of the piercing fall out. And it was the ball on top. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I like, luckily I didn't swallow it, I spit it out. And yeah, it's the ball of the fucking piercing. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Because if you don't know, the tongue is like the fastest healing organ in your body. If that shit fell out for like more than like 5 minutes, it would start closing. But luckily the bar was still in, and I run to the fucking bathroom, and I'm like trying to put it in, but my tongue is the size of my entire mouth right now, and I couldn't, like, I was like struggling. Like, I couldn't get a hold of the ball. I could barely see the bar in my tongue. I was like fucking going to sob. And again, I was in so much pain. My lower back fucking hurt. I had like a fever. I felt like I was going to die. And I'm just sitting in the bathroom like crying, trying to put the shit in. And the worst thing happens. The bar fell out. And I said, oh my fucking god. I am not getting this shit pierced again. And I took a deep breath and I shoved that bitch back in my tongue. Oh my god, chat. I shoved that bitch back. And again, it took me another like 15-20 minutes of like crying and like trying to put it in. I got the ball back on and it was back in my tongue. And I came back and I told my friends, oh my god, the ball fell on my piercing. Oh, do you know how long it'll take you to get ready? Hopefully, if the bar is downtown where you said it was, it'll take 30 minutes to drive. Hopefully, really quickly, I can get ready in an hour and 30 minutes. So, I could probably be there by like 10. Latest, 10:30, hopefully. I'm gonna get off in like 30 minutes, I think. And then I'll head down there. I promise. After I get done with these two stories, I'll get ready. I'm just hoping that the costume still fits. I don't know if the costume still fits me. I lost a lot of weight. So, I don't know. It might be fucking huge on me. We'll have to see. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I shoved that bitch back in my tongue. And I fucking got back, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. My friends on Discord were like, oh my god, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. I just feel very faint. But I didn't pass out, thank god, and I just went to bed. The day after, it took like 3-4 days of like swelling till like it started to go down. It was like 3 days of hell. But I went in like a couple days after to check with my piercer. Because, my other concern was, like, I think my piercing is crooked. But luckily it's not crooked, like, sideways. It's still in the middle of my tongue, but it's crooked, like, backwards. So, like, it's in the center of my tongue, but it's a little farther back than it should be. But it's not, like, far back. Thank you for the stream loots. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. But, for your night out. Oh my god, Esp! I appreciate it. I do. Mwah, thank you. But, yeah, I got checked out with my piercer. She's like, it's a little crooked in the back. If you want, we can take it out, let it heal, and I'll redo it for free. I said, no. I was like, no, it's not that noticeable. It's not that, honestly, it's not that noticeable unless I have, like, a long tongue bar in. And so I was like, nope. And I told her the story, and she's like, I don't know how the fuck you did that. She was like, I don't know how the fuck you shoved the fresh piercing back into your tongue. But you did it, and it looks good. It's not infected or anything. And yeah, I spoiler alert, I still have the fucking tongue piercing in. I went there yesterday, and she's like, I got a smaller bar, but it's still kind of big. That's why I have a lisp still. And she's like, yeah, Monday I think we can put it to the smallest size, and it's literally healed perfect. It's fucking perfect. There's nothing wrong with it, other than like it's a little bit far back. But other than that, it healed perfectly good. It's great. And I'm like, shit. Okay, I won the lottery there. Here's where I got even more ambitious. When I went back in a week later, I told my piercer the day I got it pierced, I was like, I've been wanting this stupid tattoo for a long time. Do you think someone here would be willing to do it? And I showed her this tattoo, and she's like, that looks so cute. We would have many people who would love to do it. A week later, I went in, And I got the bar downsized, and I was like, do you have anybody that does walk-in tattoos right now? She's like, I got somebody, let me go get her. And she said, are you gonna get the little guy? And I said, I want to get the little guy. And she's like, oh, perfect. She got someone, she brings the tattoo artist, she's very nice. And it's like, show her what you want. And I showed her the tattoo. She's like, yeah, that's great. That won't take very long. I'll do it for like $100. We can do it right now. I said, let's fucking do it. So I got a tattoo. I got a tattoo. I think I showed you guys on Twitter. I got a Tamagotchi tattoo. He's my little guy. And at first I thought he was... One thing I didn't notice about tattoos is that tattoos look really fucking ugly when you get them at first. So like, he looked bad at first. Like, when he was healing, he looked like he was covered in like this fucking goop, like he was leaking. But that's normal. I was told that's normal. And I was so scared. I thought that he was like gonna fucking peel. I thought the color was peeling. I was so scared. But a week later, he looks great. It looks fine. He might need a little bit of a touch up on like the color on his belly, maybe to make it a little brighter. But no, it didn't even fucking hurt. Like, when I got it done, it was like a 2 out of 10 pain, didn't hurt. When it was healing, there was like sometimes where it felt like an annoying cat scratch, and that was it. And he's not peeling anymore. He looks a little like, I don't know, like, probably there's like a little bit of dry skin on him, but he's not like peeling, scabbing. He never even like scabbed, he just peeled. And he looks great. He healed great. There was no infection there at all, and it didn't hurt when it was healing. It wasn't hard for me to heal it. I never even had to itch it. It never even itched for me, so it was great. So little guy is great. Tongue piercing's great. My eyes are great. My teeth are great. I bought a Tamagotchi on Amazon like 2 days ago, and he's doing great. Because I got a Tamagotchi tattoo, I was like, damn, I should buy a Tamagotchi. I don't know if you can hear the noises that it makes. So I bought a Tamagotchi, and fictional little bunny is doing great. I gotta feed him, actually. I'm gonna give him a burger because he's hungry. But yeah, you hear it? He's hungry. I need to feed him or else he will die. But so now we have a little buddy to take care of together. On stream. So I'm doing good. So I think I showed a picture of my Tamagotchi that like I got like a little lanyard. Dude, your voice goes hard. Thanks, gamer. I have the best voice ever. Oh, another update. I'm back on testosterone. As you guys know, I wasn't off testosterone, I was on gel testosterone. Because, god damn it, needles are painful. But I have ADHD, and that shit, I could not, for the life of me, fucking put that shit on every day. I could not. My ADHD did not let me have a fucking routine. I was basically off of fucking testosterone for like a year. Well, I finally talked to my doctor. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Can I just do subcutaneous injections? Trigger warning for needle talk, but... And if you don't know what subcutaneous is, it goes in your fat. It's a small needle that you inject in your fat instead of your muscle. So, usually you have intermuscular shots, and those go in the muscle in your thigh, or sometimes the muscle in your butt. Those go in your thigh. Shit hurts. Big fucking trigger warning if you're squeamish. I'm gonna say something really gross. When you inject yourself with a needle, and you don't necessarily know what you're doing, you feel the needle go through every single layer of fucking muscle. You can feel it. And it hurts. And I swear to God, I hit a nerve. Because to this day, sometimes my thigh where I would inject it fucking hurts. Anyways, I couldn't do gel. And I talked to my doctor, I'm like, can we do subcutaneous? It's in the fat. And she's like, oh yeah. I use subcutaneous for my, my testosterone, because I take testosterone too. I use it for my testosterone injections. It's great. All you gotta do is pinch your stomach, or pinch the fat on your hip, and then just do it. And so I went to the pharmacy, and I picked up my testosterone, and it was a pain in the ass, because I was like, I need subcutaneous needles. I forgot the fucking gauge of the needle. I was dumb. I forgot the needle gauge. I'm like, I need the needles that pull up the testosterone, and I need the needles that you fucking put the subcutaneous needles. And they're like, what gauge? I'm like, I fucking forgot. It's a small needle. And so the person behind the counter turns around to her coworker and is like, hey, she needs help getting needles for her testosterone. And I'm sitting there literally in the baggiest fucking sweater and the baggiest fucking pants and a hat on, and I'm just looking at her like. And then the other girl comes up, and again, my name in the system, it has my birth name, but it has quotations like my chosen name and then my last name. So it's very obvious it has birth name feminine, chosen name masculine, last name. And then the other coworker comes in and is like, she needs help with her testosterone? And I'm sitting there like. And it's like, what gauge needle do you need? I'm like, I need subcutaneous needles. And it's like, you could talk to the pharmacist. She'll know. And I'm like, okay. And I walk over, I gotta get out of line, and I talk to the pharmacist. I'm talking to the pharmacist, I'm like, I need subcutaneous needles. I've done intramuscular injections. It hurts too much. I can't do it. My doctor gave me subcutaneous. Please give me subcutaneous needles. It should be the same ones that you use for insulin. I knew that. It's the same fucking needle that people with diabetes use for their insulin. And she's like, well, testosterone is an oil, and intramuscular actually hurts less because the oil goes through the bigger needle easier. And it's an oil, so sometimes the oil, it might be a little hard to get the oil in the needle. And I'm sitting there, and I'm fucking just like, I've been at this fucking pharmacy forever, and I'm like, oh my god. Because again, my doctor is like, I use subcutaneous needles for my testosterone, because she takes testosterone for her reasons. And she's like, I use this for my testosterone. I know that it'll work for testosterone. I have many trans friends that use subcutaneous needles for their testosterone. I'm like, I can't do intramuscular. It hurts too much. I can't do it. I want my subcutaneous needles. And she's like, okay, we'll get you the smallest needle. And she turns around to the other two. It's like, can you get her checked out for her needles for her testosterone? And I'm like, god damn it! I was like, ugh. And there's a fucking line that hears all of this, and I'm just sitting there, and I feel like I'm like getting tomatoes thrown at me. And I might just put the goddamn, just let me buy my fucking needles. And I buy the needles, and I buy my testosterone, and I get and I buy my Adderall, and I get the fuck out of there. I was like, oh my god. It was such an experience. Oh, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to use needles on yourself. You can if it's medicine and it's prescribed. You can buy needles. Like I said, a lot of people with diabetes use the same fucking needle. It's the same thing. You grab your stomach and you just fucking, you lock in and you stab yourself. I got home. I saw the needle. It's like fucking tiny. It's so tiny. It was easy. So there's a big ass needle and it's a big thick ass fucking needle. And you put that big needle on the cylinder. You can like screw off the top. You put the big ass needle in, you put it in your testosterone, and you pull out your dose, and you take it out, you cap the needle, you unscrew the needle, and you put the tiny one on. And then, I grab my hip. I like grabbing my hip instead of my stomach. I grab a little chunk of fat on my hip, and I just fucking stab it. And it doesn't hurt. There's no pain. There's like the pain is so minimal. And honestly, after I got my tongue piercing, I could do fucking anything. I feel fucking indestructible, and I take it once a week. I only have to take my like, testosterone once a week, and I just, I walk the fuck in and I do it. So it's like, okay, cool. No more fucking pain. Thank God, bless. So yeah, nice. Other than that, I've been good. I mean, actually, that is a good thing. So I've been doing better. I'm gonna see a psychologist. I'm gonna get my fucking mental health checked out. But other than that, thank you for the sub. Hi. Heck yeah, glad you got that worked out. Yeah. Also, congrats, Sarah. Woo! Chewable. But take the literal. It's the red pill. The red pill is estrogen. Did you guys know that in The Matrix, that the blue pill and the red pill, because it's made by two trans women, the red pill is literally like symbolic of estrogen because the estrogen pill is red. It's that the Matrix is a literal trans narrative, and that you're literally taking the red pill, Sarah. Congrats. Yeah, estrogen used to be red, so you're taking the pill, both at the same time to become ultimate gender. But yeah, so bitches gotta get ready. I gotta get ready. I gotta become a sexy vampire. I hope I can find my fangs. I know that I have fake fangs somewhere. I need to become a sexy vampire. So I guess this was very short. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I didn't expect to be invited to make your gender. Yes. Tomorrow we'll play a game. I promise. I guess I still have a couple updates, but sorry, lol. Cocky, you don't happen to have any extra fangs, do you? I have like the moldable shit, but I don't have. Fuck! I can make new fangs, but it might take me a minute. Oh, I don't get shit, bro. Oh, are you gonna wear fangs? Are you gonna wear fangs, Cocky? Am I the bro? We drink. Oh yeah, we're drinking. I guess we don't need fangs, huh? But it would be sexy. We would be sexy. Maybe if I can find mine, I'll bring them. But then I won't worry. My wig is gonna look so fucking whack. I'm gonna have to figure shit out. Anyways, okay.